After a historic run in NXT, Sasha Banks would make her official WWE debut in 2015 on an episode of Raw as part of the women's revolution that was happening in the WWE Divas division. This revolution would see the eventual retirement of the Divas Championship, and it would be replaced by the new WWE Women's Championship that Banks would first challenge for at her Wrestlemania debut at Wrestlemania 32.
It wasn't just WWE, it was like women in sport in general, like Serena Williams, Ronda Rousey, they were just taking over, and we kind of had to catch up to that. The training before was just like hair pulling, no striking, make sure you just look beautiful, and only have a 5-minute match, to doing it just like them, doing it better than them. I'm better than all these guys. Main eventing just like them, having first time evers, Hell in a Cell matches, Money in the Bank matches, and we're representing a whole new generation and having mothers and fathers come up to us and be like, because of you guys, I feel comfortable having my little girl watch wrestling, and she wants to be a WWE superstar, and it's so empowering.
Banks would later successfully challenge for the title in the summer of 2016 by defeating Charlotte Flair to become the second woman to ever hold that title in the company.
Within a whole year, I was a 3-time women's champion, which to me is a lot. But I'm a 3-time, 2-week holder of a championship.
Right.
So that took away my confidence so much, because I was like, okay, I lost this the first time. That's fine. Then I won it back. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I can show them that I can keep it longer than 2 weeks. And I don't know, was it something with me, or do they just want to keep on flopping? I don't know. So the last reign, I wasn't used the Monday night. Mm-hmm. And then the following week, Charlotte closed out Raw, cutting a promo on her father. I run out and get beat up by Charlotte. And then the following pay-per-view, which was an Iron Woman match, I tapped out with 1 second left and went to overtime and tapped out. Me, you're telling me I couldn't hold on for 1 more second not to tap out, but then I still lose. And so it's stuff like that that kind of really brought down my confidence. And I was like, maybe there's something wrong with me where they don't see me fit as a champion.
I've been telling people on this channel to subscribe, and they won't.
Yes?
What can we do about that? Can you help me out? Maybe if you tell them to subscribe, they'll do it.
Threaten them. I'll threaten them for you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. You don't have to do it till you're cursed.
According to Sasha herself, she started getting depressed in 2017 when she injured Paige in a house show match, causing Paige to retire from wrestling for a few years. The whole Paige situation, that really sucked, and having fans like destroy me, destroying my work. I pride myself in my work so much, and I would never intentionally try to hurt somebody, and that sucked. That made me question myself as a wrestler. This Paige situation really broke Sasha Banks, and it led her to having crippling self-doubt. What pissed Sasha off and gave her more self-doubt was Ronda Rousey's arrival to WWE in 2018. In Ronda Rousey's first year in wrestling, she had already won the Raw Women's Championship, main evented WWE's first ever women's pay-per-view, and was earning more money than Sasha, despite only just entering the business. And Sasha was frustrated by this. Sasha said this about Ronda: I was pissed off that Ronda could come in, get more money than me, get a better locker room than me, and bring all these people backstage and get more time than me. I'm like, excuse me? Who is you and what do you do? All of this added to Sasha's feelings of inadequacy within the company. It didn't make things any better that Sasha lost to Ronda Rousey at the Royal Rumble in 2019. Afterwards, WWE decided to placate Sasha by having her and Bayley become the inaugural Women's World Tag Team Champions.
It was said that Banks held the impression that she and Bayley were going to have a long title reign to bring credibility to the new WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, with the two allegedly not being informed until the last minute that they would be dropping the titles at WrestleMania after only holding them for 49 days. Banks would request her release from the WWE, but her request would be denied.
Depression. Depression was taking over. My mind was taking over. And I really, really lost myself, because for a good 7 years, I didn't even hear my real name. I didn't even hear Mercedes anymore. All I heard was Sasha Banks. And traveling on the road, we only get 1 to 2 days off. So I'm home, not even seeing what my real hair looks like. all I see is purple hair every single day. There was just so many things that were just, I let it control me. I let it take it in and be like, it's too much. I was looking in the mirror and I was looking at my eyes and I lost all the light in it. He said, I'm gonna give you 30 days to think about it. And I took more than 30 days.
Banks would return to action after 4 months and would eventually team up again with Bayley to reclaim the Women's Tag Championship titles that they would hold for just under 100 days. And then Bayley would turn on Banks, and a Hell in the Cell match would be made where Banks would beat Bayley to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. A bout between Banks and Bianca Belair would main event night 1 of WrestleMania 37 in a historic match that would see Banks drop the SmackDown Women's Championship to Belair, ending her run at 167 days. Banks would have to wait until 2022 before she would again hold a WWE title again. At WrestleMania 38, she would team with Naomi and win the Women's Tag Team Championship for the 3rd time. But this would be short-lived, as during the May 16th episode of Raw, Banks and Naomi would walk out due to a dispute with Vince McMahon.
Something didn't felt right that day. How we were talked to didn't settle in my heart, and I just instantly knew, like, if I wasn't going to take control of my life right here and now, then I was never going to be happy there by having someone talk to me the way that they do, or feeling like you just don't belong. Like, okay, I've been doing this for 14 years, and to feel like this, as this low, my soul's like, get up, go.
That's a big decision, though.
It was the hardest decision.
I mean,
WWE was always my dream when I was 10 years old, so to be with that company for 10 years and to walk out was the hardest decision I've ever made in my whole life, but it's now the greatest decision I've ever made because where I am today. I think for me, like I said, I went from a legit boss to a CEO because I wanted to grow. There was something inside of my soul that says you need to grow. And I wanted to be the CEO of my own life. And there was a light source that just came into my heart that day. It was like, you know what? You got to do what's right for you. And what's happening right now at this moment is not right. So you got to take your life in your hands and go make it happen. Go make your heart happy. Go let them know that what they're doing right now is wrong and show them. And I did. And I had to let them know, like, I am the right one that you messed with that day. And now here I am today, one of the highest paid women in women's wrestling history, the TBS champion, going after the New Japan Strong Women's Championship this Sunday. And I get to do so much of my dreams because of that day that I walked out and trusted my heart.
Were there restrictions at the other company for you? Because you just talked about how the open opportunities. I know you do acting as well. You're in The Mandalorian. I'm sure some other stuff is going on. Were there restrictions with your contract in the other company that you couldn't do everything that maybe you'd want to do?
Oh, yes. And that's definitely a big reason why I came to AEW. Even doing The Mandalorian was pulling teeth with the WWE to even try to get time off to film that show.
Banks is currently known as Mercedes Monet and is both the AEW TBS champion and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's champion, and recently defended the TBS championship against Nyla Rose.
Where Mercedes takes shit from the AEW fans on a weekly basis, unfortunately. And what was the lowest rated match of the night? No surprise, it's Nyla Rose and Mercedes Moné. I thought this match was great. I had a good time watching it. I really liked how Mercedes kept trying to put power moves on Nyla Rose and getting shut down on that. I love the bit where Nyla Rose is like, have you lost your mind? Lots of fun. However, people on Cage Match don't know what fucking fun is, so that's why you got all this dumb shit being said. Either people hate Monet or people hate Nyla Rose. It's a fucking perfect storm. Nobody likes both of them. There's like one guy that likes both of them. That'd be me. I would give the match a high rating, but they would all give this match a low fucking rating. And There's no goddamn reason for it because everything is fine here. I got people calling the match too safe. You got people calling the match boring. You got people who can't understand what Mercedes is doing. Instead of talking about this match anymore, what I want to tell you about is, did you notice the cool story beat between Monet and the Elite? That was unexpected, and I had a lot of fun with that. I think it's awesome that the Elite has like all the gold, and Monet is aligning herself with the heels, and I think that's great. I like heel, I like bad guy Monet. Another great video I made on this channel, if you missed it, was my video on Nyla Rose. Made a video on Nyla Rose a little bit ago as well, and didn't do very well. So check that one out because it's really, really good. Let me know what you thought about this match, about everything that happened with Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet, whatever you want to call her, down in the comments below. Probably just call her Mercedes. It's her name, right? And grave diggers, keep digging.
He is I and I am him, and I'm the undisputed trend Matt Taven. And this dork behind the camera, some Melvin told me to say, grave diggers keep on digging. Whatever that means.
I am AEW wrestler and Ring of Honor tag champ Mike Bennett. And remember, grave diggers keep digging, but not the monster truck. Even though my son really likes that monster truck, I kind of like Son of a Digger, and so I'm going off on a tangent about monster trucks because my son really loves monster truck, but we're talking about the YouTube channel, so make sure, grave diggers, keep on digging, baby.
So this Mark doing one half private party saying what up to the grave diggers and you doing your thing, bro.
Alright, like, subscribe, and watch another video, or be cursed. If you're cursed, that means the grave diggers will keep digging your graves. So, you probably want to do it.